The way some parents defend their children, it's so annoying. Like so annoying. You see a child doing something wrong. You know this child. You as an adult, it's not like you're not lying. You saw this child doing this, and you like go to report to the parents, and the parents it's like swearing, saying heaven and earth that my child cannot do this. My child cannot do this. That child you're defending the evil, you will pay lawyer in future to bail him out of something that will be worse. Yes, I understand that sometimes people can frame up a child and all of those things, right? But then on the other hand, also give whoever is complaining about your child benefits of doubt to talk. Now, I'm going to share two experiences recently that happened in the space of 1 week. One was even yesterday, and I'm just wondering, why are people like this? Why are parents like swearing with their life that my child cannot do this, my child cannot do this, my child cannot do this? And I'm like, what? This one is not even something very, out of the usual. But then I saw this child. It's a child I even tutored. I taught like the normal lesson we do in Nigeria. I taught this child. I did lesson for this child at some point. And then I happened to be somewhere and I saw this child walk past. What stunned me about the child was that the child was not just wearing earrings. He's a guy. He was wearing earrings and he made his hair. And I know that this guy is somebody that I've always liked to, do the normal weird things. So I was like, sincerely, I wanted to call the child and snap with him. I'm like, you're looking different. I was not really surprised, but I was still surprised, that I saw the guy. So um fast forward to meeting the mother because we all are in the same place. Now we got talking and was like, oh, my son traveled. I said, really? But I saw this child yesterday. It's like, no, my son traveled. He traveled to this state. He's traveled to. I said, no. I saw this. Is it not the child that I know? Is it like I don't know your son again? I'm not even like. I saw this child. He wore earrings. I was now describing, and he made say, no, he's not. My child cannot. And I'm like, hmm. So me, I no sabi the picking again. Anyway, let me go carry my mouth talk. Understand? On another thought, anyway, she was like, it's possible, child. This child can have money and decide to go and lodge in the hotel and tell us he has traveled. But the defense was so strong. And I'm like, God, parents, this is wrong. This is so wrong. If a child is going the bad way and somebody comes to tell you about the child, especially somebody that I've taught her, I was this child's teacher, what will I be like for? What will I gain? Like, but the defense was so strong. And I'm like, parents, we're not getting this right. This is not right. We should be able to give people that are our children's teacher benefits of doubt to explain our child. Don't feel a teacher wants to just frame up your child for any reason. It's not true. No teacher will want to do that, right? Now, the second one is a child was given some papers to give to the parents. And this child, I was one that gave that paper to somebody to give to the parents. And I later asked the parents, did you see this? Did you get this paper delivered to your child? He said, no. I'm like, no, the person I gave said that. And I asked the person, this is an adult. The adult cannot lie that he gave the child. We know that people lie anyway, but it was somebody I know that could not. What will he gain from just like these things are flimsy things that parents should sit down and interrogate their child properly and are literally covering up for that child. He said, no, my child cannot lie. I know who my child. She called the child. Did this person give you this paper? The child said no. Fast forward, after like 2 days or so, she now WhatsApped me and said that sorry, this is the paper that my daughter said this person gave to her. I said yes. Said I think she came back and dropped it. Maybe her mind was not there and that is. But the way this parents was accusing the elderly one because of the child, I'm like, parents. This is why Nigeria is the way it is. This is why the mess up is everywhere. I don't get the reason why and I don't to be telling you that I gave this to a particular child to go and keep. And you're like, no, my child cannot lie. We as if we don't know the stages of children. That at this particular point, the child, I thought the child was even interrogated in my very front, before me, and the child was like, no, only for the mother to go and see the paper in the house. Parents, we need to be careful. We just need to be careful. We are getting this thing wrong and we are doing it like too much. Understand? I understand you need to protect your child. I understand you need to be your child's defense. But when someone like is a teacher to that child comes to tell you something and you're defending the child, that's why I noticed while I was doing my 9 to 5, some people, some teachers don't even care. They do their teaching, anything extra. They don't care. They just do the teaching and they're off. Because I get the fact that a parent would want to support their child's evil, like the way those two women, you see, like the support. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. This is not how we get it right. I thought they said a child is everybody's child. I thought they say it's a community child. I thought they say anybody can discipline a child. Somebody's just giving a report and you're literally like breathing hell down that your child cannot do this. And at the end of the day, these two facts were true. Parents, please, we need to get this right. Well, thank you and see you again. If this is the first time of stopping by this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Give me that thumbs up and it will so encourage me. And don't forget to subscribe to get more from this channel. Please, if you were in my shoes, what will you do? Will you still want to talk to these parents about their children, no matter how minute, no matter how serious? Would you want to do that? Please let me know in the comment section. See you again in my next one. Bye.